Hello, welcome to another video. Going to be continuing on with the BitTorrent Codecrafters course. Just realised this wasn't very big for my last episode, but it is what it is. So yeah, pretty much now we're moving on to basically making a request to a server and retrieving some stuff, and then we need to convert that into URLs. And so a few weeks ago I did kind of show how to do this. So like if I so I mean, this has if we like do a curl to HTTP BitTorrent test, I don't know why I'm typing this out, so I can get what it is here. And in fact, let's make this a bit bigger. So if we get all of this and we do like a curl to say this, I was talking through this in not last episode but the one before, right at the end, how this is kind of sending us that bin coded stuff. So this is a dictionary. It's got like the key 14 is that, and there's like, there's a 14 byte key of failure reason and 31 byte value of that, and then that's the end of the dictionary. So what is the problem here is it is not getting the info hash, and that's equal to something, and we'll provide an invalid one. But if we look at this test thing here, this is the output of the info hash that we actually have. So I had this hex string, and pretty much I have put a percent in front of it if it is okay, and then not if it is not. And so that's something that I did last time, but there is a small issue that like percent encoding doesn't actually just involve the printables, because what if we put like an exclamation mark or like an ampersand, and even though I am not using this particular snippet of code, code can be copied. So I guess I am more interested in making this, potentially making this like this, and also seeing if Wikipedia has like a, give me a, like, yes, dark. Oh, that's much better. Right, so if we have this, where do we do that? So I have like a, I made this thing info hash 2, so if we maybe search for info hash 2, and that's down here. And so that's just doing is print, and so we need to check whether it's actually is printable or it's in one of these things. And like this is a string that we indirectly, like it's not plain text, but we can indirectly control what it is, because this is just a hash of the info dict, and we can put whatever bytes we want in that as a potential attacker, I guess I should say, into that dictionary, and then when that hashes up, it might hash to something with a that in it, or a bang, or a ampersand, and we can't control that. So what we need to do is, if it is one of those characters, we should escape it. So I guess is we kind of want to do this. Is reserved? That could be a thing we can do, and here we can probably do a, where do we do it? Info file. I kind of want to break things out a little, because yeah, I don't know. But anyway, we can do this. And so is print, what did you actually return? You returned a integer. So I think I should do this. And is your I reserved? And this is going to take a const char. It's just going to take a char. And what is the character? It's going to be, just C character. So is print was returning like returns 0. Yeah, so non-zero if the character C falls into that tested class. So I guess here we can maybe do like a switch over C. This might be the most efficient way, I'm not too sure. So here we can do, not that, we'll close that, and do that, not that one, that side. Cool, and we can use C's miss feature of kind of having a fall through, and I guess yeah, so if not is print C, and this didn't have a thing, if it's not printable, we want to return 1. We want to return we want to return 0. And here is just all of these things, which I should just copy, paste in, and do some magic, not like that, get into insert mode. So what do we want to do here? Might want to like replace these spaces with new lines, and do that everywhere. We can't do that, I forgot about that. What if we, is it like that? No. That was like a bit closer. Is it like that? No. Do we have to do like a stupid thing like that? Oh, that did like a thing. No. I think I just need to maybe do the, in fact, like, is there, here's me learning them on the go. I want to get out there. What I was thinking was there was a, so there's a join. Is there like an inverse? Let's see, no, HL search things. Is there an inverse of join? Split, break, so we can do CR. What if we do the same thing, but we do that? Hey, now we're cooking. Right, and here we can do like a thing like this, and if it's, can we, yeah, nah. I'll just do this. There's still more. And then we can right, heaps quicker doing it that way. Heaps quicker. Right, so now we can start cooking on gas, and we can do something like case and do that, and maybe even tab it out, and then at the end, I think I still don't know how, but we can do something like this and that, and then one of these won't like it. Surely this doesn't like it. Is this like alright with it? I feel like I need to do that. So if we get all of these, then we want to return one. I think I want to change this to be a 0 I print, and this can be 1. 0. This is all the reserved codes, and here we can just do return 0. Understanding I have just done 0 in all places, so if it is something we are allowed to print, we will do it at the end. Am I allowed? Hey, I keep hitting my keys in anger. I should change it off that mode. So here I might even do a reserved chars, and I wonder if there is a standard for this. There is. And can we do stuff like this? I can't recall if we can do that. Is this still like a legitimate thing? Make PRG equals. What was it? Make PRG. What did we do it to? Yeah, this is probably legit. Yeah, so it doesn't like this. So like we do just need like the million lines there, which I feel is like just required evil. So is it URI print? And if it is not printable, then we will print it with a hash. And what I wanting to see is these two numbers being kind of the same. So it had like an LT. I mean, like this didn't really have any in particular. So that's really just testing. Yeah, that's not really testing that much. So I guess what I would need to do is maybe we can just set info hash 12 can be like actually no, we'll just make it 1 just to make it a bit easier to find in the chaos of everything. So here we can see it's 3B, that looks about right, and before if we just did is print, it would put that semicolon, which could change things. Right, so here we have like a nice, this is how we print out our URI safe thing. We can get rid of that. URI safe hash, I'll just shove that there, just and I might even put it down the bottom because we need it. Well, we don't need it now, but we will need it when we do some curling. So if we did this I think I just need to do a thing. Yeah, this is what I want. Cool. So this is what I had in mind. Echo, and so if we look at this, what this is doing is just looking in test, which if we look at this, this is getting us back a bunch of stuff and the pairs, and I believe this is kind of where we finished up at the end of last time, maybe. But if we look at test, what that's got in it is info hash equals this thing here, which is that info hash 2 that we were doing, or what is it? URI safe hash, so it should be that, and then pair ID equals, he was testing some Bitcoin, like, not Bitcoin, but BitTorrent, and port equals something, upload equals something, and we got like a bunch of random other stuff that we need to send. So yeah, that's URI encoding. So the next thing is, and it talks through all of this stuff here. So we get to pick our pair ID, we get to pick our port, blah blah blah, all this stuff, and then we're meant to send a response to things. And you see here that I'm using a tool called curl, which is sending us the request and sending the request and then getting it back. What I want to do is like maybe I want to actually do something like this, and if we go cat test, and we can actually just say this is going to be the output of our thing, and so then we can go here ID equals hue. Wow, code, how many bytes do we have? We have string of length 20, crafters, So Codecrafters is like not that long. Do we have like a... That's not the length of what things are. I mean, if I go smaller, I think there's something. Wait, not that. But what I can do is 20 to the left. Codecrafters is awesome, maybe like that. And then 20. Oh, might actually be on the money. And maybe we can like do this. No, we can't do that. Code crafting is awesome. Is that it? 20L. So 20 back will get us to there. I think I need one. Can we do something like this? And then 20L goes too far. So now if we do this too far, I don't know, I'm just like dog shitting at the moment. Bike shitting, not dog shitting. You know what I'll do? I will go UUID. Well, no, I'll just go. How do I want to do things? I just want to get like, I don't know, a bunch of things. Import secrets. That it? Yeah, secrets. And what do we want? We just like token. We'll take it as URL safe actually, and we will get 20 bytes, and that is our thing. Easy as that. Where did it go? It went here. So this is our pair ID equal. What language are we in at the moment? We're in C. So this needs to be that, and do that, and then we do this and equals %s and go back to where it was, thanks. And now if we go here, we can go pair ID, easy. And now if we start looking at what this is doing, it should give us that pair ID. And what else did we have in here? So now we can kind of just like go along and do stuff. So port had to be, we'll do it this way, 6881, because I mean we can have the port as a different thing, but we won't have to support this. Like we're not going to be listing on it, I think, is the gist that they have, but so this at the moment is just going to be 0, and here we can have downloaded, and here this is the total length of the file. So we have a length already. Where do we have a length? Piece length. Is it that? So I guess how we can find out is if we look at this piece length and length, and we put in the 9203. So that is this one. See, now this is where is a little funny because we're just kind of printing it in line, and I guess it's kind of interesting. I might get to that at some point, but for now I just want to get something that I can kind of compact, and this can be that. And I think at the end here we will just do like that sort of thing. And this I kind of want to make into a almost a new function by itself, just to because it will always be on that last line. But what I can do is actually just not head, table, and that will get us the right thing. So I have dilly-dallied quite considerably, and what I need to do now is actually think about how I'm going to make the connection and send the information, because that is actually kind of what we need to do. And so this is, it's wanting to do it in pairs, so I guess what I will do is make this a little bigger, and we are going to make a pairs, and this is going to be say pairs from the file, and here we are probably going to need to make a new thing of this, and like maybe this can come down to here and like go like there, and this can come down here and maybe even come here. And what we call it, we called it we are wanting to pairs. Right, so it's probably going to have a very similar end. I mean, what we can do is actually just get this much. I kind of like that idea. We get this much and we just see where it fails. Because this will be like, don't know what that is. So it doesn't know URI print. And that's because we're still in that other info. So maybe if we take that out, that's fine. So it doesn't know info hash. So info hash, it gets from, where do we get it from? We get it from this SHA-1 digest. So if we let's go here, if we do that to start with, right, so it doesn't know info, info equal, and we'll also need that length, I guess. So we can get all of that and take that all there. And what does it need now? It doesn't know about dict, so we can kind of get this, and this all is just reading the file, so a bit of duplication there, but that's alright. So now we can probably change our this to not be info but pairs, and no, we just want that. And now it'll just give us that output string, but that is alright. What I want to do is actually work out how I make connections, which like, I don't know, probably kind of useful to make a HTTP thing. So I think it might be something like, no, it connects a socket. So we don't want socket, we want like except might tell us. I mean, this is for like, well, actually no, it is connect it. Yeah, so socket can be either a datagram socket or a TCP stream socket. It's and a bunch of other stuff. Everything's a file. It's just, I don't know, that's Unix for you. Cool. So I guess this, was that really just going from there? Can we like, no, don't kill this pane, thank you very much. So we have all the data, so I kind of want to connect to something, but I kind of want to have the man page kind of nice and handy. So we'll need some includes. Do we have either of those? No. We've got some notes to read as well. Don't know what the notes are for now. Socket. Alright, so where do we do this connect? It takes a sock FD, it takes a address, it takes a len. Right, and what else do we have going on with you? Yeah, I think I just kind of want to go into like this, the old Googles, and do it that way. But like, this is how people did it back in the day. They would have like read through all of this and been like, cool, how do we do this? Let's do this. But I'm kind of the notion that sometimes it's a little bit quicker to do things like this. Connect to TCP socket C, and like this will probably just tell me how to do it. Yeah, cool, we've got a server client, and so I really just want to know the client. All I want to do is get hooked up. Right, so we do need to kind of create a socket first. So what does the socket do? So we need to do a socket. This needs maybe to do that and that. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Right, so in socket, what do we have? We have triple J's. We have the domain, we have the type, and we have the protocol. So I would imagine, yeah, so that domain was AF INET. The type is sock stream, and the protocol is and that is a likely, so we also have an int sock fd, which will get assigned here, equals this, and then if sock fd equals -1, we are going to do something. Right, so, and yeah, maybe like how do we exit from here? We probably want to go to end, don't we? And this end, we probably want to do some more things like close some sockets. And our, I know, bring me back. Right, so this, I maybe want to do this, and like you get to see like this cool thing here. So what happens when we we get some things. Return value is -1 and error no is set. Cool. So it will like just tell us. So this should just give us an error, a socket. If we go back here, what I can do is find this like tiny gap. I should get I3 gaps. This is a lot nicer to kind of read through and reason with, I think. Right, so it was the connector. The connect will then get and do we just want to make these both -1? Does that make both of them -1? I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued. Because like at the end, you want to close the socket, and like what happens if you close a socket that no, what am I thinking? You want to the con FD, when do you use this con FD? That's an accept. We're in the server, aren't we? Yeah, we're in the server. We don't need the server. Con FD is just not needed at all. Yeah, I didn't think so. So if we so we get that, we should get a thing, and here we should have a struct. Where did I lose it? Sock header in, and this is going to be header, I guess, and also a CLI. Alright, I'll read along just to see where we're at. We're getting the server. We're not using this at all, are we? It is like 1,000. Yeah, so you use it there, but not at all here. Cool. Just trying to work out what is actually needed and what not. So, what we want to do is we actually want to B0. Is that like already part of? It's part of strings, and we have strings. We have string, which is explicit B0. Yeah, I don't know. Does that mean I don't? So error size of serve header. Yeah. So like if we have this, like, do you you don't know size of that do? Is that just because I feel like you should, but that's alright. So we need to do like an SA star. I wonder what that is about. And this is a serve adder, and this is going to be a size of serve adder, which it wasn't quite happy with before. Serve adder dot sim family equals AF IMAT. Now I did kind of check because when we're doing this announce thing, we are connecting to this HTTP server, which I'm making the assumption that it's probably the very bad assumption that we're only going to be talking to HTTP servers, just because I'm not looking at implementing HTTPS just yet, but hey, who knows. But there is a small problem that we do need to set the adder.s adder, get that to be a dot, and this is a port. So this is likely to be 80. In fact, we might actually hard code it to be 80, but hard to know. But from the info dict, we actually want to get the announce announce, yeah, so we want to get this announce, but we don't want to print it. We want to like get it, or like we kind of need to like do a lookup of a name, like something like that, but like what do we have in man2 for like host? We can we do you in like 2? I don't know. We might be able to like do get int, but like into 2. What about in 3? What can we just do like this? C ns lookup, because I need to get the std lib. Like, how do you just do it? First off, what library are you? You don't provide any. Yeah, get adder info. I'm happy with that. That's all I need. So we need to get adder info. Get adder info. What was it? Not that. Not that. We were just in here. Get adder info. Something like that. Cool. That exists in some stuff. We also need to get netdb. So up in here we also need to go include netdb.h. Cool. So in all of these things we need to get this. And what do we need to do that, I wonder? Enter info. Yeah, you just do that. So we are taking in a bunch of things. We're taking in a node, we're taking in a service, we're taking in some hints, and we're taking in a result. So does this kind of require, do you have like an example? They sometimes have some examples. Examples. Server program. So what are we doing with this? We get header info. Alright, so this is where we give it some hints, which are some hints, and they are these header info. We also need a result pointer. That's all good. So this is either or. I think we should be happy doing either or, IP4 or 6. And this diagram, does that mean we... I feel like that it's what it's got. Something like that. And then it will kind of go through over. I want to actually do that here. Right, so I guess all of that. Let's go down another, but you need like a weird space. Just to there. Right, so we have the hints, the result, the RP. I don't know what everything's used about. I think my compiler will complain. We don't have this argc business. Memset, we are happy with that. And so what's the result of return value? It just returns a S. Return. I feel like this can be like, what do we have? Turn my keyboard off again. That one. This can be ret, I think. Because we already have a ret here, and it isn't. We don't really want to do random printing. Right, so what are we are So it reckons we have the host and the port, then the message. So this is our host. Port. Right, so what do we set for these host and port? So here we can actually like kind of parse the URL. So I guess we can get the start of it, announce / data, I believe it starts at, and like potentially we can actually no, it has a start and an end, doesn't it? Start and end. So in between the start and the end, we should find a colon that. So before that, we should have a schema, which should be that. If we have HTTPS, we should bail. So I guess to start with, we should assert that we start with that, I guess. So we can have I mean, what do we have this as? Not that. Value has a start and end. So here we can have our const start, and here we can make that equal to announce start, and we can make start as less than announce end, and we can start start plus plus, and in that whole for loop we should be able to do some things. So I guess we probably want to have like some mode type thing. I guess our mode will start off with we will either have a schema, and here we like have like a user. Actually, no, we have a user pass at host port /path. Bet you didn't know that's everything that URL has in it. So for this case, schema enforce HTTP for now. Make sure no user or pass. Make sure, well, it doesn't really matter about the port, we can just default to 80. So I guess we can have our I kind of want to make how do I want to make this? I can actually get the data. So what I might actually do is we can const char. Well, it's actually a void star, but we will make it a char star. And we'll call it a URL, and we'll get the number of bytes, and so we'll size of, well, we're just getting bytes, so we can get announce end minus announce start, and if not URL, we can go to end. We've just run out of memory, who cares how. And here we can mem copy, and we copy to the dest, which is that, and we will copy from the source, which is announce start, and we will copy, can we get that, we'll just announce end minus announce start. Right, so we'll get that. Does this fail ever? No, it doesn't fail. It just does the thing that it does. Right, so at this point here, we have like our own little URL object we can play with. And I think I might have a schema can be, yeah, so what I might do is have schema equal to null char star host equal null, and these will just be pointers into the place where we need to go, if that makes sense. Char star port. I'm actually going to make the port an int, and we're going to default it to 80, and char star path, and this is going to be equal to null, and these are all just going to be pointers to the start. So to start with, schema is at the start of URL, and while not URL, yeah, maybe no. I think I need also a temp char star pointer, and that can be there. And so we can have this, and while star p is star p where I've lost my keyboard, star p is not equal to colon, not equal to colon, we're going to go p plus plus. And like, can we even do a undo whatever I did things, where cool, redo that and then do that, while p plus plus, I think I actually want to do while p and that do p plus plus, just maybe a bit safer. So what this is going to do is it's going to get us to the start of the colon slash slash. So we want to make sure that the next 2 bytes are, well, we want to make sure that first off, if strcmp not equal to, and I think in the end I need to if what we call that, we got some URL, do this, if URL, then we want a free URL, and that should free everything, even though we're gonna like be putting null bytes in and whatnot. Like it should just do what it is told to do. Right, so this is before we've opened up a network connection, because yeah, we don't actually know where we're opening it up to. So if string CMP, and this is going to be of schema, and we will also compare it to HTTP, and if this is not equal to 0, perhaps we print a message here, std error and invalid schema, and maybe put a link to the schema. And some of you might be wondering, well, that's not going to work. Well, not think, but you are actually right. So at the end of this, we actually want to go star p equal 0. So that's going to close off that string, and the string was p. And perhaps we should do it like this. And so I think this will get us to the right point. And what I might do is, where can we, like, if we kind of maybe comment out that stuff. Yeah, maybe do that. Invalid schema 55. Right, it doesn't like that. Oh yeah, gosh, it doesn't like that. Oh yeah. You gotta love it when it just doesn't do what you want to do. I guess I want end to be URL plus announce end minus announce start, something like that. So while P is also less than end, we want to keep on going. And I think I want to do a cheeky debug on this. So what are we doing? We're doing a debug on, and the command is trying to run is just pairs. That's all right. We can just go down to one window, I think. Now that's that, and pairs sample dot torrent. Right, so if we maybe go full screen here, layout, source, and we can break main. So if we run this, and we want to step into this, this should get us a bunch of stuff. Right, so we have the announce, we have URL, so URL should point to something, cool. URL should point to something. That's what I need to do. So yeah, I think I need to have a look at how the bytes is actually parsed. So the start is the start of there and the end is there. So the data is actually this is bytes. So the data, we do some mem copying from the start. From there into this data. So we actually have like our own little data and a length, data and size. Perfect. That makes things a lot easier. So we'll be taking from data and it was size. Do that. Announce size. So I wonder if I do actually have to make another copy. Because I've already made a copy, but I think I do not need to make a copy. So let's not make a copy. Yeah, and instead of being URL, we can make it announce data, and this can be announced data size. And then we do that. So now if we did this, it doesn't have URL, that's fine, we don't have it. And it should go and print the hash as normal. So we don't have the wrong hash, wrong schema, and if we do that, we should get invalid schema, we don't have that. Cool. So at this point we know P is colon, and so here we should know that if P plus 1 not equal to slash or star P plus 2 not equal to and that can be that as well. And I think if P plus 2 is less than, if it's greater than equal to end, or if any of these conditions happen, so then it doesn't do it. And I think in this case we will need to say like valid URL expected colon slash we can just pass in the announce slash data. What do we need to do? I think I just want to do that. So we should have the, actually no, I'll just do this. Sometimes I worry too much about the warnings, I think, than the actual functionality. Right, so at this point here we have got our schema, and at so here we can go P plus equal to 2, and here we should have we're going to make an assumption that we're not no user at host. user pass at. And I guess that's a like maybe bad assumption. What we could do is actually rather detect when, because like you might be on some private trackers or something and they require you to have this in, yeah, like potentially it is like that. So I guess, yeah, may as well just do like the full thing. So we're going to have user pass and that. So what we can do is we can have user equals pass equals host equals p. So this is going to be here. Need to detect a colon and at move host and move pass, something like that. So I think while p and p less than n and star p not equal. Potentially I want to do this. Is switch on star p if we have where do we have it? If we have a colon, that means we need to basically make our we need to do star p equals 0, which will close off the user, and here we need to also set host equal to null, because it just doesn't, it shouldn't exist in this case. And at the end we should do a if host equal to null, maybe do a go to end, but also probably of course buddy, do something like that, invalid URL, could not find host name, something like that. So yeah, if we're in this case, we will kind of want to do this is going to be p plus 1, and we're going to go p plus equal to 2, because we're going to start the checking the next one, and here we're also going to go break, and here if we found an at, this means that we want to stop off the last one, and that's going to end the user part and the pass part. And I guess here if well, actually pass is just null by default. Yep, so pass is null by default, and here we're going to make host be equal to p plus 1, and then we're going to be p plus equal to 2, and we're going to do a break, and just go here and go here. That's all good. That's all good. And Sorry. Alright. What do I have now? So at this point here, we have now detected the user, the path, and the start of the host, ideally. But if we now check for this, this is going to signify the end of the host part, which should also be the end of the well, actually, yeah, I think if, in this case, if host equal to user, we actually want to set user equal to null. Yes, because that means we're still on that first step where the user is the same pointer as the thing. All thinking in pointers here. Right, and so now the path part should just be the rest. There are actually more parts to a URL, like there's the anchor part, which potentially there's like the URL query, and then there's the anchor part. But I am just treating everything past the slash as a path, which could cause issues, but I think it would more be functional issues rather than the rather than don't need these. Actually, I can just do like ds that. Yeah, look at that. Right, so here we probably want to do a break here, and that can probably be the end of that. And I think if we get here, we actually like want to like break the whole thing, which we can do here, I think. Like, is this how you do it? And so at this point here, one more. Yeah, so at this point here, we should have gone through all of the things up until when we get to a slash or the end of the string. And if we are at the end of the string, well, actually, maybe we can just do this one here. If we don't have a host, that's invalid. We don't really care too much about the path, I guess. Well, if the path is what do I want to think? Well, like I guess I'm trying to think what the actual so if we go here and do that cool thing here, we can see what it has to send is we actually have to send we have to connect to a certain IP address and a certain port, and then on there we have to do whatever the protocol is. If we're doing HTTPS, we've got to do a bunch more. I'm ignoring that. For HTTP, we just have to send a GET followed by the everything past it, but we have to append our like info hash. So I guess this almost kind of makes me want to look up what the trackers and stuff are. So we're basically gosh, there's a UDP one as well. Yeah, so I think there's potential that the announce URL is something like http example.com slash announce and user ID equals blah, and I think you're meant to go after that info hash, and you see how I turned this question mark from a question mark into a hash and not. So potentially I do actually need to pass out where the query is in the business, which means that we also need to have a query, and we probably need to like maybe put in like a anchor. I mean, in reality, actually no. Yeah, I think we need to kind of track the query and the anchor. This video has gone on a bit longer. I'm being far too perfectionist for what I actually need to do, but I think it is worthwhile making sure you get things right from the get-go. Otherwise, you might never do it. So the anchor might never come up. If we get that question mark, I think I need to I need to copy this one and get rid of these two. So we've got up to this point, so I guess we do not break the loop. The path starts from there. Now, we did want that first slash, which we will need to return, because see, like, this is kind of annoying, and I guess this is why, like, stuff finds security holes quite often. Like, this colon here could actually mean that we are trying to pass the port. So, but it could also be the first character of a password. So I guess what it quickly needs to do is like maybe not that one. Maybe do something like this, and we will have a like char start temp, and this can be equal to p, and we just want to make sure that there is a slash. And in fact, like, I don't even know what order the your wiki, like there's probably a specific order that you actually need to do. Technical URI, yes, I want that one. Yeah, like, is this what it is? So apparently, like, this is all optional as well, which is interesting. So if there is user info, it has to end with a @. But like, that user info could be part of it. I feel I need to and you can do like I don't know why I started doing this. I kind of want to get it right though. I want to get it right. Right, is there just like what RFC am I meant to be reading? That one. Cool. This is a nice one. Though, do you have a dark? There we go. Yeah, I think I need to read through this to understand a bit about how where we're going with it, if that kind of makes sense. But hopefully people can see kind of where I'm. Well, actually, let's have a little search for user or password. Yeah, user information is user password. Application should not read in the value text after the colon. That's so yeah. And this can be like fucking hex. So yeah, I guess if it's a colon, it will either be so we can assume that it is a port. It is a port, and we can probably do something like this. Do a for loop from there, and temp is less than end, and temp plus plus. And if not is digit, star of temp, that means is port equals false, and we should break out of this. And so here we can have two cases. Is if port, we do a bunch of things, and if it is not, we do what we were doing before, and that should do a break finally. So if it is a port, that means in essence that we should close off what it is. Wow, this should be P plus 1. So we should close off what it was. And port can be, how do you like, A to I? I think it's that. A to I, something like that. But we probably want A to L. No, like we just need a short, so A to I is fine. A to I of this will be of temp. So if here slash temp equal to gosh, where am I? Slash, if it's equal to a slash, then that means that we can safely say that this, like that's where the path starts. So this can be path equal to temp plus 1, and we can probably go and we can probably just go break there, and this will be that case. So it will be true. And we probably want to go temp equal to 0. P plus 1. So if it is that, and that should reach the end or a slash, and it should get us the port number. And if it isn't, we'll just carry on where we were going. We kind of want to it's kind of annoying. What I can do is something like long port, like kind of construct the port as I go, which will save doing this, but then I will have to, yeah, maybe I will do that. So I think I might start port off as being 0. And down here we can say if port equal to 0, then is something like if strcmp schema, and this is HTTP, and if that is equal to 0, then we want to port equal to 80, and there could be some else ifs in there that we can do at another point. But I guess it probably should end with the else, and maybe that can be invalid URL no port. Could not find port. Cool. What about now? Cool. So, gosh, have done a lot of stuff. Have not compiled. Bit scared. Not gonna lie. So, if that's the case, what we can do is actually set we can set port equal to maybe I'll just do this. Do that. Otherwise, this should be. I want to do this check first. And then that check, and then finally it is a digit, so we should be able to go port equal to 10 times port plus star of temp minus 0. Something like that, and then temp will move up. So here we can probably go, if port is greater than 0, that means we found we were a port. And so I guess here we just need to set where we want our P to be next. We can set, and we should set that to be null. And what else was I thinking? I need to